What it do, y'all? We back with another episode of Wrestling with Xotics, and today we're gonna be breaking down the new World Heavyweight Undisputed Universal Championship that was just given to Roman Reigns last week on Friday Night Smackdown. And the first question I have for you, bro, is what do you think about this championship? And don't hold back.
I honestly don't mind it because honestly, they didn't really go too far fetched with it. I was more so kind of expecting something like this. The only difference is this championship is this gold or has some more gold accents to it, but it's really the same base model that they've been having us getting used to since 2013. And I feel like it's a safer route they play with Roman because Seth kind of got the new, I don't know how to feel it type championship, and this championship is pretty much you've seen it already. It's just a different color, but it's not a different color in a sense because remember how the Universal Championship was red at first, then it turned blue because it went to SmackDown. Now this is a way out of that shit where it's not gimmicked out. It can go to any brand whenever a draft is hitting, and it can be just a gold championship, and oh, you look like a champ, you know. It's kind of a toss up though because I do enjoy Seth's belt. But at the same time, having really working, looking at this belt, like, is it bad? But is anybody else gonna besides Roman gonna be able to pull it off though? That's the thing. Because that belt looks like it was designed for Roman. Just how he held it, how he's wearing it, even when he was on the steps with that photo, that looked like a Roman Reigns championship. So going forward, it's gonna be crazy to see who puts their stamp on the belt.
Yeah, bro, if I'm being honest, I really hate this belt. And I don't know which belt I dislike more, the new World Heavyweight belt or this belt. This belt is a giant letdown. There was so much build for this belt for since the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Everybody's been clamoring for this new title, and we were hoping that we were going to get an old school model that had the wings and all the other good stuff to it, like turn it back into a circle, maybe. Like
That's
I,
my favorite word. My
I
favorite is
really
Attitude
just
Era.
I really don't like this belt, man. Like this is a lazy ass title. That's what this looks like. It looks like they said, okay, let's come up with a new belt. I got it. Let's just change the colorway to the belt that we already got right now. Nigga, this isn't Nike Dunks. Like, I don't need new colorways of the same fucking shoe. I want an entirely different shoe. Like, what the fuck is this? So I'm not feeling this belt at all. I feel like it was just a waste of time and a waste of money, and they could have definitely upped its prestige. I feel like this was definitely a chance for them to rewrite the wrongs that The Rock has placed on us for years. The spinner belt didn't even last this long. When I thought back to it, bro, the spinner belt literally was from
8 years.
it stopped in 2014, right?
2013.
2013.
And it began
So
2015.
2007 from
Yeah.
2013. That's not a long time. This belt is outlasting the spinner belt, and I hate it because I'm like, this belt is nowhere near as cool, and it's so bland.
And you know people hate the spinner belt, but I don't know how because it's like it stood out. Like you knew that was WWE Championship.
Man, at that time, if you had the spinner belt, you really worked for that belt. Why? Because you had to take down the GOAT to do it. CM Punk, The Miz, Randy, Edge, all the great names that have ever held that belt. You held that belt because you did what? Took down John Cena. That belt has so much prestige and it just looks so cool, especially for that time period. This belt, it's like it was cool from 2013 to 2021. After that, I've been tired of this shit. But it's like I'm pissed because it looks like we're about to get another 4 to 5 more years with this damn model. I'm not feeling this model at all. It's so lazy. Like I could have came up with this. Let's change the colorway. This belt looks like it's actually made for NXT. That after I seen a meme of it, I'm like, yeah, this is exactly what it looks like. Because then you put the red one for Raw, and then you put the blue one for SmackDown, and then this gold one is perfect for NXT. So I'm just like, yo,
if WWE did more branding with putting their logo on NXT shit without making NXT's their own logo, it would be. But solely because they differentiate and try to make it seem like it's not part of the company is why they went away with this and greenlit this colorway because it does have often a lot of similarities to NXT. But I just don't know, like, who do you see being the first person to hold that belt after Roman? Because he's making it look cool, bro. He's making it look cool. Because even if you hate
I don't know, like he don't even make it look cool. It looked like some regular shit. It literally looks like a reverse version of the WWE.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Because the WWE Championship already has the black straps.
When I say cool, I mean it look regular on him. Anybody else, I feel like that shit would look like a fake
anybody
belt.
else, bro.
It looks like a fake belt.
Well, bro, for the simple fact that this belt has been around since 2013, it's gonna look normal. It's gonna look normal. That's why they felt like they could do this. They're not gonna notice it. What? You're not gonna care?
And I feel like
all I'm gonna do is change the colorway, and I'm gonna give it to him. He gonna hold it up, and then y'all all gonna want it. That's lazy and that's fucked up, bro. Like, what the hell?
I think the only thing.
Imagine, and then the tint of this gold too, just is like so off-putting to the rest of the logo, and then the red. It looks fake. It looks fake. Like this shit just doesn't look fake. It looks like something that they just. Let's just give Roman something so that way he ain't got to keep holding two belts.
They said, you know what it is? I feel like Tribal Chief just pulled up to the side and said, You guys having this big promo for Seth and all these hope rivalry. What about the guy that hit 1,000? How am I gonna have this 1,000-day celebration with some old belts and he walking around here with a new belt?
You know what? It's so funny that you even mentioned that because I got the video right here of Roman's reaction to this belt, and there's just this part right here that I just want to show you real briefly, and he kind of looks at the belt like. That's what y'all was hiding under that black sheet. That's what y'all was about to give me. Like what the fuck? Look at this real quick right here. Look at him laughing at it. Look that shit. That's it. Look how he's looking at it. Like this is what you gonna give me? Okay, I guess I gotta act like this shit is hard. So let me just act like I haven't been holding the same fucking championship in a different colorway for years now. So, like, the whole reaction is just like...
It's priceless.
It's fake. It's like, nigga, like, look how long he stared at it. Gotta look at Triple H. Look.
This is how he did it.
Like, no, bro.
You know why he's looking at him like that? Because, like I said, he pulled...
That shit was a joke.
He pulled Triple H to the side exactly earlier in the week. Like, oh, come on. You guys said right around this shit. What about the time with you? Just joking about his 1,000-day reign and shit. And Triple H really went ahead and put in the word for this new championship. So he really looking at that shit like, I am the Tribal Chief. I really just joke around and got what I wanted again.
Bro,
because that...
Let's just be honest, though. Would you rather hold one or two belts? What look cooler? Holding up two belts like this, you the man. I mean, they'll let me bring up that Sami Zayn photo of Sami holding the two belts in Roman's face. So... I'm like, yo, y'all didn't need to do that. Y'all didn't need to do that. And if you was going to do it, you shouldn't have been so lazy enough to make the exact... For y'all that don't see, I got a video right here, and it's literally Paul Heyman holding up the Universal title. This is the exact same belt, bro. Like, that's the whole point of this. Like, this shit is so lazy.
Gold, and it says undisputed.
And
it says undisputed on it.
And it says undisputed. That shit is so...
Whack, I mean, the two championships look cool and all, but you got to know why they did that.
I understand why they did it, but I'm just like, why y'all got to be so lazy about it?
They got to chop the fact that Seth can't be fully looked as a consolation prize. Just like you said, two belts. They're going to be like, what's the story? Why he got two and he got one? So they're eliminating that for the future niggas. Yeah, Roman went the 2 years with holding those two belts, so you know it's kind of synonymous with him.
But this is also what's kind of fucked up too, though. They kind of pushed the WWE Championship out the door. It's completely out the door, though. Yeah. It's the World Heavyweight Championship, and now this Universal Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship.
Can I tell you something why that's kind of good, though? Because
it's fucked up because it's actually this is the company. This is the company belt, the main man belt. But I still think what John Cena had, The Rock had.
Are you official about them?
The officials
cutting the lineage, because I'm pretty sure it combined them, like combined the Universe and WWE. So that I don't think they would ever end the WWE like because of what you said.
Well, yeah, they combined the lineage. That's why John Cena is a 16-time world champ. But in reality, he's only won this bitch like 13 times. But that's what I mean, though. But they should still have a WWE championship for someone to hold. Like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have pushed it completely out the door. But it's like, when are we going to bring this back now? Now we got the undisputed. And bro, like WWE, you guys think you so smart, Bro, they kept that same logo so that way they can still be like, it is the WWE Championship, but it's not.
And
it doesn't have the same
Undisputed
lineage.
right here, and it says champion.
That's what I'm saying. This says World Heavyweight Championship, WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The other one says Undisputed. So they changed the lineage completely and pushed us out the door. That's just fucked up. It's fucked up, bro.
I just feel like
I don't like it.
I feel like Cody's gonna be the one to bring it back. So that's what kind of why I feel like this is kind of happening in a sense. This is like because
Cody's gonna bring back the WWE Championship.
Because it just makes
Isn't that foul too? You done busted your ass to make it back to WWE and get to the top of the company, and then they gonna push the main belt out the door that you've always wanted to hold. Everybody's always wanted to hold big gold. Everybody always wants to hold this, yeah, but nobody like really respects you until you hold the real deal, the shit that say WWE on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a different vibe. Like, yeah, we like this champion.
That's a tester for if they don't know if you can really hold down and sell
exactly. Like, this is a tester, literally a tester. That's why it was on Smackdown and Raw was always the better show, which was like this championship was on there. And is now they done reversed it and they pushed the belt out the door. So it's like, yeah, bro. If I was Cody, I would be a little pissed because I'm like, nigga, how y'all gonna do that when I just got here?
Cody gonna bring that shit back regardless because he's not gonna walk around with a championship. And he's seen all the memes. He cares too much about what the fans think to walk around with a championship that they're not even hyped to see him with. And they've all imagined him with that winged eagle. So whenever he get that's also why they can't. WWE has to. They're maximizing their money right now. They realize that
they saved hella money on that shit. All they had to do was change the plate.
All they're doing too is they're keeping it off of Cody because they're saying what this guy is working as a workhorse. He's selling out tickets all the time that Roman isn't doing. We can't burn him out first. We have to save that. Roman's not showing up and he's still selling out. When he is advertised for a house show, it's sold out.
I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna fuck everything up though. If Dom beats Cody in a one-on-one match, that's gonna derail Cody. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna be derailed. I don't know if y'all watched Monday Night Raw last night, but Dom called out Cody, and yeah, that's basically how that's gonna go. Dom slapped the taste out of Cody's mouth and then ran out the ring. And it's so funny because that nigga Corey Graves is such an instigator. He was all like, Dominik slapped the taste out of Cody's mouth. He didn't even do it like that. But low key, like when you look back at it, yeah, he wound it up and slapped his ass upwards.
And so he waited. He's like, "Turn your back's turned."
Yeah, and I was like, why is Cody taking so long? And like, bro, like the way Cody put down the fucking microphone, he turned around like the chair is right like where your knee is. The nigga standing this far away, and he gonna stretch over like this. And put it down and then turn over back slowly and get slapped. I'm like, nigga, this shit looks so staged. The fuck? Like, nigga, I knew something was about to happen to you. Like, come on, dude.
So he said, I'm just being minding my own business, being a good guy, said with my piece.
Why you gonna turn your back to him, though? Like, come on, man. That shit was goofy. But my next question for you is, which is a better belt? And by that, I mean, like, which design is better, in your opinion, for right now? Obviously, I dislike them both, but we got to pick which one is better.
I feel like Roman's belt's still better than Seth. Just because I don't like the fact they put that big-ass globe on the shit. Like, that's not an international champion. I get it's a world heavyweight championship, but the kind of globe you put on it was like a spear with just a lot of... It's not an actual globe, you know what I mean? And it's too close to the Intercontinental Championship. Roman stands out to a T to where we're only making fun of the tint because it reminds the color of NXT. But overall, that still looks just like the previous titles he's had. The tint, the color is just different. And I feel like I said, I really feel like he didn't want to. Roman like joked around like, you got me walking around with this blue and black shit. And then he's like, Triple H is like, low key, let's go back to both titles being gold. So when both the champions stand out from each other, they look equal somewhat. Because I feel like Roman's whole character is him not being equal to people, being superior. So at some point, also heard that at some point we're gonna have him do a babyface like mega push. So that's gonna be down the line, probably a year down from now. So where we forget that he was even the tribal chief and shit like that. So it's little seeds of them planning, trying to get the titles to have equal like respect in a sense, because I feel like I'm glad that you specified the question about which belt do I feel better design wise, because the actual concept of the championship is the World Heavyweight Championship is better. Man, because of Seth, what he's gonna do with this reign and how he's already moving into his first feud. I'm sorry if you guys didn't watch, but looks like he's gonna be feuding with Finn Balor as his first feud.
Yeah. Did you see that old highlight reel of Finn Balor that I posted on the story?
Yeah.
Bro, if that Finn Balor come out acting bad, bro, Seth gonna have hell. He already dissed him by saying his title run was short. Bro, Kenny Omega know who Finn Balor is. He know who Finn Balor is. He know who Finn Balor is.
Finn Balor started the Bullet Club. He's a legend.
Hey, so I'm trying to tell y'all, Seth is about to have hell with Finn Balor, boy.
So I feel like that's the Finn coming back, because these are I'm seeing the plans that Triple H had big for Finn now. Yeah, he may not win it this time, but by the end of this year or get top of next year, that might be looking at our Royal Rumble winner or somebody's going for that championship, because he wants to prove that, because he's not going to go for no title where he gets defend all the time. That's what's going behind with this World Championship. So if we could kind of look at a competitor, like if he's has this edge to him and he's always trying to do the work, he's going for the World Championship. He's not going to go for that other title. The only one that's going to go for the other title is probably a heel or something like that. Yeah. So these baby faces are probably going to be going for this world title, because even though Seth's quote unquote a face, he's kind of he does what he wants to do. So if he doesn't like you, he'll still fuck you up. It depends if they're going to sing his music louder or a little bit lower or not. Yeah. You know what I mean?
For me, bro, like, it's really hard for me to decipher because they're both really ugly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just really wish that I was working for WWE to where I could design the belt, because I would not allow the belt to look like that. Like,
I'm just over the side plates. I feel like that is not as cool as you guys think it is.
I haven't liked this belt since The Rock brought it.
Yeah.
I haven't, okay? And I definitely don't like this new world title because you guys blew the logo hella big on the front of Big Gold. Like, what the hell? Big Gold is so prestigious and just so great. Like, you don't cover this. You don't cover this. Like, you add on to it. Like, you put the globe that big. Like, if you were gonna do a WWE
you put a lot of shit around the accent, the fact that it's Big Gold.
Exactly. Like, you don't destroy the whole belt by blowing it up. But if I literally had to decide which one I'd rather wear, I'm going with Big Gold. I'm not gonna lie, because this shit, I don't like it. They literally try to play us. It's pretty much the exact same thing, all the way to the black straps. All they did was turn this part.
I just hate the nameplate.
All they did was turn this part gold. And okay, so I'm like, yo, no, I don't know. If I had a Rock one, if they was all like, Jerry, you need to be a champion, pick which belt you want. Okay, well, let me get Big Gold. At least in the light, it looked like the right tint. Like, in certain lights, it looked like the right tint, and it make it look a little cooler. You know what I mean? But, like, in the wrong lighting, both of these belts can look like pure shit.
And I just don't know. I just don't like because this was one of my favorites. I had this championship growing up. I love that championship.
I had this belt since I was legit.
And I just feel like, why did they decide to have to put that big ass logo on it, like you said? Like that's why I kind of don't lean towards it, even because Roman, that shit's already been there. Big Gold, you kind of like you put it to shame, and then trying to put your own. I know, low key, I feel like it could have been Triple H or Vince, but I feel like look, it was Vince. So like, put that Big Gold WWE on it, because the only thing I never really liked about that shit, I never really could see my logo on that motherfucker. I put it on there, fucking yeah, right. You like that, Trips? And Triple H desperate because he's like, I'm not gonna get him to clear the title if I don't do it. And then he's like, at the same time, I love you, Big Gold, but I was sacrificed so I could present you to somebody again, just like how I got presented this bitch, and I'm gonna present it to my son. So son's not as cool as me, so fuck it. There you go.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, so that's literally what the fuck I feel like that shit was. Like, Seth Rollins is like Triple H's son, and he's like, son, you're not as cool as me. You're not even really fighting up for it to be different looking, so here you go.
Yeah, I feel like the lineage of the WWE Championship and the actual Big Gold is just straight out the door now. So now we got these new belts, and their lineage is starting with Seth and Roman Reigns.
Exactly, and you know why? I heard
that's fucked up.
I read that they had to really restart this one because they don't want to acknowledge, Chris Benoit, because he held that one. Yeah. So that's kind of why.
That's also fucked up because it's like, bro, just keep ignoring them like you guys been have. You guys don't mention Chris and nothing. Niggas would have never known Chris Benoit was even a wrestler. You can't find him on the network. So it's like, bro, you guys damn near completely deleted him out of the history books. Stop playing with these belts, man. Speaking of playing with these damn belts, what belt should they start to make next?
I think, look, yeah, I would. Since they want to bring shit back, they need to bring back the European Championship because I always kind of reflected and dwelled the fact that we didn't get to watch European matches growing up.
Yeah.
We got the tail end of them because they disbanded the belt in 2002, and then they kept the IC title for a little bit. Then they disbanded, then brought it back the following year in 2003. So I just feel like that belt was missing. Why not have three solid mid card belts? They have the Intercontinental Champion versus the United States Champion versus the European Champion, and that would be dope as fuck. Because you can't act like you didn't have both of the Intercontinental and European at the same time. So that's irrelevant. So they should just bring it back.
Yeah, and I feel like that wouldn't have to keep going to the very back of the line and
that would bring out, and that would be their way to incorporate the NXT UK people because they come, or any UK talent in general or European talent, because they're gonna be going for that as their heavyweight championship. Because Europeans have a lot of pride. They love representing the continents and the countries they come from. So I feel like that would be great. And then like how Survivor Series, even in this War Games mode, you could still make that solely be a brand represented match. Each mid card champion is in it. And I don't know where it would go. Honestly, I could see it being on Raw.
I could see it being on Raw just because that's where the lineage stopped. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why, because it just always fit on Raw better, and I could just see the United States champion is on SmackDown now, and that's what I always felt it needed to be. I'm glad that Gunther was the right person to bring back the Intercontinental Championship to Raw, because to be on Raw with that belt, you have to be a big character, a big personality, or else you'll get engulfed.
I feel like The Miz was the last person on the
maybe
Raw
he might have been. Belt. He might have been. And
it's been a minute since I've seen that belt on there.
And that's the right person, Gunther, because even like I see little subtle things Raw is doing to really show that Imperium's going to be a feature act on Raw.
Yeah, they keep having Imperium mess with the champions like all the damn time. And Kevin Owens hate them niggas.
And then you see them pull up, and then they get a name introduction on the bottom. You know that's only somebody of caliber, because a lot of times they have backstage segments.
Well, bro, they was also like no bullshit in NXT, bro. Like they were no bullshit.
That's what I feel like.
Especially like they were way better by themselves, believe it or not.
Really?
Before they was a group, they was better by themselves, and they was doing people bad. Especially Kaiser. That's my dog right there for real. But Gunther used to make Kaiser fall in line for real in the ring, and that's why Kaiser like, okay, I'm gonna be rocking with him. I'm gonna be with Gunther because he done whip my ass for real. But a belt I would like to see them create for real is a Women's United States Championship belt. If we're gonna take it slow on making new belts for the women, or just making belts in general, then let that definitely be the next belt that falls out, because man, like we got all this great women's talent, and it just sucks because they have to usually go to the back of the line when they don't win the big one, or they got to go and team up with a female that they probably don't even like or know like that, just so that way they can go get tag team championships. Like for TV. Example, like Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey, like they wasn't fucking with each other at first, and then next thing you know, they together and going for championships like that. And instead of Ronda Rousey competing for a United States Championship or Intercontinental, or you know what I mean? So that's what I would like to see them do. But I feel like if they had to start off with a Women's United States Championship would be great right now. And the first Women's United States Champion, I'm going to tell you right now, bro, it should be one of the women that gets shitted on the most. So that's either Natalya or Bayley. They should be first, and I'm not saying they have to have a long reign, but they should definitely. Yeah, I just put Natalya on there because Natalya hasn't won a match in I don't know how long. I can at least think to the last time Bayley won a match. At the same time, this could be something. The last thing you give Natalya before she rides off into the sunset, so that way you don't even have to worry about her on TV no more, or worry about how you did her in the past or all the opportunities she passed up. You let her be the first United States champion. and then you can take it off her and send her ass home, and then we can bring in this new talent. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like
it's like giving her just due without completely disrespecting her. Because imagine letting her compete for that belt, and then she also being the first one to lose for that belt, and then they send her home. Like, that would be a dark, evil story. Like, because it's already dark right now, bro. I knew off the rip that she was about to get done up by Zoe Stark. Bro, as soon as I seen the match card, I was like, bro, why is WWE doing this to her? She just got done horrible by Rhea. So this would be a great just do for her. Like, you know what I mean? She just doesn't have the moveset anymore to defeat anybody. Like, we're kicking out of the sharpshooter. Like, we're not going to let you put that shit on. And you don't got, like, no type of slam or nothing that you do.
Fired, just like the slider. Pink and fired.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, yeah, WWE, just give her something so that way you can push her on out the door.
Trash.
Speaking of reigns, though, how much longer do you think Roman Reigns' reign will be?
Bro, honestly, I can see him ending.
He's already past 1,000 days.
I feel like he can end the year, honestly. Like, honestly, as a champ. Like, and if he didn't lose it by fucking SummerSlam, I see him just finishing out the year strong. It's like, you guys.
I'm gonna be pissed, bro, because they haven't even named a new opponent for him yet. They still haven't named a new opponent for him.
Because it's the tribal chief. You see the shirt you got on,
bro, and nobody.
That's not fair. And what?
Bro, it's not about life being fair. It's just about, bro, y'all haven't picked nobody for that match yet. Like, y'all haven't started no tournaments. Y'all haven't done nothing. Nobody's walked out there and called him out.
Where's
like, Roman, I'm up next.
Where's the competition?
It's there, but nobody's coming out.
Heavyweight championship, but no one's stepping up.
Nobody's
family's taking me out.
Hopefully this Friday. Hopefully this Friday we will get the number one contender for his title, because this is getting outrageous.
This is getting funny.
But I guarantee you, it's going to be somebody legit, and it is probably going to be Bobby Lashley or AJ Styles. Like, there's nobody else on that roster.
The only person that I think is credible.
And Roman has already beat both of them once, so he has to lose the second time.
The only person that is credible and deserving, after rightfully earning his spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match, going on to win this match.
No. You just stop.
Whose game is it?
You think Roman's going out like that?
I swear. Hey, no, you know what?
So hold on. Pause. Let's just pause real quickly. I just need to understand something, though. So Roman Reigns, you see what happened to the last nigga that tried to cash in on Roman Reigns? He made him go for the United States Championship. Okay? So now hold on. You mean to tell me Roman Reigns is gonna have 1,000-day reign plus a 1,000+ day reign, and then allow somebody like LA Knight to come and cash in on him?
What a better way to solidify the megastar. He's been telling us for damn near a year and a half now.
I really hope this don't get out for your sake, because Roman would be looking at you like he's smoking Pookie on that show. He's smoking. That is. Yeah, this show is exotic for real. They smoking more than exotic on that bitch, because he thinks I'm really gonna let LA Knight do that to me. I guarantee you, LA Knight will go against Seth before he do that. He's like, yeah, look at this fairy. He's not gonna expect it. I hit him with the briefcase and boom, boom. Yeah, bro. His wrestling style is already questionable enough. Bro, you don't want him to go against Roman and really get exposed.
I see LA Knight, he pulling shit out the bag.
Bro, LA Knight will really get exposed against Roman Reigns. And you know that. That's why you're over there busting up laughing. Like, because you know that.
Did you see LA Knight bust out that springboard moonsault on Tez?
That would be more scripted.
He didn't land it. But it was dope.
I don't even want to talk about that match, because Tez got booed and that whole match vibe was weird. So look, I'm just saying though, no way in hell is Roman ever going to allow something like that, bro. LA Knight being the second one to hold this belt.
That'd be fun. It just got a ring to it. I gotta send you this promo. This fans.
You crazy?
It's got a nice vibe to it, bro. Honestly, I don't see who else in the fucking arena or in the roster that has the charisma that can at least back up after Roman actually become up kind of funny and be an entertainment as a world champion. I just don't see it. From the pure entertainment factor, I just want to see what LA Knight will do with that bitch. What he will do. If it's trash, I'll say it's trash. But just give the guy the ball and see what he roll with it. See what he got. I just feel like it'd be entertainment. Entertainment.
I feel like also
I need to wrestle more than Roman. I guarantee you.
I feel like the next believable person to take that off of Roman as well would be Bray Wyatt. I hear he's about to return.
Yeah, he's about to come back.
And you know what I was also surprised about? The Fiend didn't make no money. They said that new character that he just came out with was not making pay. Like, and I'm like, what? That nigga came out with some different shit. I
got some of the merch.
The pitch black match. Yeah. Bro, that shit was fire. I enjoyed watching that.
They hated it. A lot of people hated that shit.
I thought that shit was cool because, I didn't like that they had the neon and shit. I don't like neon. I'm not a fan of neon. But the simple fact that he was changing his face paint and just doing wild shit, hitting the head with kendo sticks, and he just vibing like, bro, what? Yeah, I can see him beating Roman Reigns. I don't expect Roman's reign to last any longer than SummerSlam, but if it does, I will be disappointed because at that point, think about how much cap WWE has had to do to make us believe that he's going to be a champion longer than SummerSlam. Think about how much cap you got to put together for that. And you got the Usos already hating Roman. So it's like, bro, y'all setting it up perfectly for Roman Reigns to drop this bitch.
But I also know that they dropped the
ball. But look, if they drop the ball on letting him drop this belt, they're going to hold themselves into having to cap the rest of the year out. They're going to have to lie for the rest of the year and the
one thing I will say, though, they showed the statistics of Roman being in the top 5 longest World Heavyweight champions. I do think he's not done yet. It's the minimum to beat is 1,027 days, and he's gonna do that. And so I feel as though he's already done that. So he's in counting. So he's gonna move up to, I want to say, at least 3rd or 4th before he drops that belt. That's why I feel like he's not. Yeah. That's why SummerSlam is kind of realistic. But if it's not SummerSlam, I know why he's not dropping the belt, because he wants to move up. Because he wouldn't show that shit if he's not knocking at least two more of them out of the way.
Bro, so John Cena's had like 4 700-day reigns or more, if I'm not exact. The internet will help me out on that. But it's like, that's a lot of run with that belt. And it's so, it sucks that they don't just add up all your days that you've, like, pretty much all your mileage that you've had with those belts collectively, and then see, like, who's really, like, the greatest or who's really held these belts the longest. You know what I mean? Because, nigga, in that case, John Cena he's 2,000 days in, bro. You know what I mean? That nigga got a lot of mileage with them belts. 16 times. Him and Rick. So, like, I want to see, like, the actual mileage all together on how long these belts, how long these dudes have had these belts.
I feel like Roman is getting to a point. His reign is coming to an end. No pun intended. But it's so funny, bro. Like I say, LA Knight, but low key, if Bray Wyatt does come back and somehow takes it from Roman, which will be full circle, I do really believe.
Yeah, because he beat the Fiend, and that pretty much sent Bray Wyatt into a downward spiral.
Exactly. And I can see, like, on some funny shit, just LA Knight being a transitional champion for Bray Wyatt to take it back, him cashing it on Bray Wyatt and be like, you fucking did that weird ass match, sent your shit weird, and then sent me. I had to pull myself back to even get this briefcase. So, of course, I had to hold you, nigga.
Bro, LA Knight's going over Cody Rhodes in the Money in the Bank? Bro, yeah, he will. He would. Only because Cody got to win the Rumble.
He got to win the Rumble, and Brock will come in there and fuck all that shit up when he thinks he's not dealing with him anymore, leading to that match at SummerSlam.
Bro, Brock already won, though.
No, but I feel like Brock's gonna let this nigga think he's chill mode. and he's gonna have some type of way to get into this Money in the Bank, and finally think he's gonna finish the story and get distracted again by Brock, and Brock gonna come fuck him up, and then they're gonna have a final match at SummerSlam. It's gonna be some type of stipulation match. A lot of people saying 3 stages of hell or something like that might be, but anyway, that's why I feel like LA Knight can really win this shit. The fact they let this nigga be in that shit, it's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's on the what? He's on the do push list for the something, bro. He's on the list.
They're putting all these ladder match veterans in this match as well. Like, so I'm like, yo, if he wins, that would be so much cap. Because how am I supposed? We ain't never seen LA Knight climb a fucking ladder before.
He climbed it on Friday, and you know why I believe
that was the first time that nigga ever climbed the ladder.
You know why I believe he's gonna win?
He looked like the dad from Home Improvements.
Yeah, Tim Allen. Anyway, you know why he's gonna win that shit? You know why he's gonna win that shit?
Why?
Because he didn't reach for it. That is exactly why LA Knight's gonna fucking reach for it. Because that's a jinx.
And get pushed off that bitch.
That's a jinx. Because every time a nigga climbs that shit, he never catches that shit because he unhooks it. As long as I saw him get up there, and I was like, bro, just don't touch the briefcase. And he didn't touch the briefcase. I was like, this nigga's winning it. This white nigga's winning it. I was like, this is their summer baby face. This is who they're putting the chips behind. It would be Cody if he didn't already have the morale and Brock.
He's not gonna be a baby face though.
No, but he's
definitely
not
a heel.
He's a heel, but that's not what it's about. It's about that reaction, nigga. They gotta chime in boos for this nigga to make try to trick us, nigga. Every time he comes out and they say his name. After they say his name, you hear the whole crowd erupt. Yeah, and you gotta hear them kind of block it out, boo. And that's crazy. WWE's trying to do that. I mean, they don't like that he can build momentum on his own. But like I said, he's on that dude.
I feel like it's just like, bro, you know, the southern side of wrestling runs big in wrestling in general. So like, I feel like that's why he gets that type of pull. You know what I mean? And for you guys that don't know what I mean, like, most of the wrestling fans in the world come from the South. Like, wrestling is big in the South. You know what I mean? That's what them country boys like to do, wrestle and play football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which one you good at, boy? You big.
Right. Right. You got to pick one when you're on the South. So I feel like that's why LA Knight gets a lot of pull, because a lot of Southern people can, vibe off of him. Like, yeah, that's how I'm kind of like, I don't be fuck with
Let me talk to you. He got catchphrases. Modeled up with a real aggression to some degree. Because you see how he get when he deals with a nigga in the ring. He kind of fed up. He got to get pissed off. He willing to try different shit. Because like I said, I ain't never seen him do a springboard moonsault. Had me being like, oh, nigga, so I'm not defending you for no reason. You got tricks in your bag. You just need a real reason to pull them out.
I'm going for Ricochet, even though he's definitely not going to win.
But
I'm going to go for Ricochet. Cool,
bro. He's like Cody in the matches. You want to see him?
I'm so pissed. Don't say that. Don't say that.
That's him.
Bro, this show is over. This show is fucking over.
Cool, bro.
Don't do that to me, though. Why you got to do that to me?
I was doing it just real life.
No, now I can't unsee it. Like, let's go, though. That is not what Ricochet's in this match for. I'm telling you.
He's here for highlights. And
he's going to win one of these bitches.
Maybe.
He's going to win one of them. He's going to win one. Maybe not this year, but he's going to win one.
It's not so bad. The only thing is
it is fucking terrible. Because look at Kofi Kingston. How many of these fucking matches has he been in? How many Royal Rumbles has he been in? They only put him in that match.
Highlights. He can highlight his athleticism.
Exactly. And Ricochet is a highlight. He's more than a highlight, though. That's why he was getting the pull he got on NXT and was actually NXT champion, bro, and held every belt in that bitch besides the tag team championships, bro. This is Prince Puma we talking about, though.
What he did with Logan Paul.
Bro, he still would have beat Logan Paul in a regular match. Notice that was a spot, not a match that they was actually in one-on-one.
They pictured him to be equal with him.
Bro, they literally was all like, Logan, we need somebody to make Logan look cool. This is the only white boy shit he do. Ricochet, get your black ass up there and do the crossbody with him. We can trust you. Everybody else gonna botch this shit. It's already bad enough we got a first-time wrestler in here. We can trust you. And that's why, bro, Ricochet is the workhorse, the company workhorse. They will not continue to hold him on the main roster. He's already held every belt that you're supposed to hold.
Is he 35 yet?
I think he's I think he's about
Let's
35,
see.
36.
If Ricochet is not 35 yet, they ain't gonna stop holding him till he's Damian Priest age. Cause you see Damian Priest up on that card and he do all kind of weird shit.
Yeah, but
And
Damian Priest wear bustiers and wear eyeliner.
And he's nowhere near as good as Ricochet.
And his South of Heaven is very, very like touchy.
Like so, it's scary when I see the Utes take that move. I'd be like, "Ooh, boy, I know you." He's 34, guys. So Ricochet is not receiving that push until he's at least like I would say a smooth 36, 37.
But he's already been getting major push up until then, bro. Like he's already held all the main roster belts.
He's an Intercontinental Championship, United States. No, bro.
All he's missing is that big one, and then he's gonna be a Grand Slam champ. So you don't just build somebody up, especially like that, bro. This man has held a whole company on his back, AJ Styles style. All right.
How long he been in the company right now since he's had all those belts?
He's been in there for like since I want to say like he got there like 2019, 2018 type deal. So he hasn't been there that long, bro.
You said 2018, 2019?
Yeah.
All right. 2028. No, 2029 is his year.
2029?
Kofi Mania took 11 years, baby. That's his shit.
Nigga, are you crazy? Did you see how fast they made him NXT World Champion? Did you think that was by mistake?
If Kofi had NXT, if they had NXT back,
bro, Kofi could never go back to NXT and do that. Notice Kofi had to go back and go for the tag team championships because he is not holding a candle to Carmelo Hayes or Braun Breaker or nobody like that. Ricochet has done Carmelo Hayes the worstest, okay? And he's done Arvar, like, you know, that big nigga from the Viking Raiders.
Yeah.
Bro, he's picked him up, slammed him on his neck before, all type of shit, bro. Bro, they not about to do him like that, bro. It's not going to take 11 years. I promise you that.
I'm going to let you just be optimistic. You know, I'm like,
no, you crazy though. You really crazy though. Because how do you win?
Trusted voice. I got that to be
bro. Let's think about it, bro. 5 championships and damn near the 5 years that you've been with the company, he gets a title every year.
That was Kofi, bro. I can go off.
Kofi? That wasn't Kofi.
Kofi 2008.
Bro, it took a long ass time for him to get that Intercontinental Championship.
You know who he beat for that first championship?
And then how long was it?
Jericho. And he held that bitch for a minute. He didn't lose it until he lost to William Regal, an established veteran in the shit. Then he went on tag team championship with CM Punk, a former world heavyweight champion already at that point. Then he went on after that, United States champion. That sounded like Ricochet. He kept winning multiple of those championships.
No, but it wasn't like back to back as quick as Ricochet though.
Bro, he was a steady. I think you're forgetting. Kofi was he was the heartbeat of the mid card division.
Yes, he was, but it still took a build for him to accumulate all them belts.
It did take a build. Ricochet is maybe doing it faster.
He's doing it at a way faster rate. And you always say, bro, that's what. Bro, I'm using the same logic that you use on me for these other wrestlers. You talk about how fast the buildup is for LA Knight and all these other wrestlers that you like, and I'm all like, well, yeah, if you look at Ricochet like that and they've already let him accumulate all these belts, it's like, yeah, they obviously got to let him hold the world title. Bro, LA Knight hasn't held shit yet. And he's about to come out the blue and just win a world championship?
Can I just say
You're crazy. That's far-fetched for Ricochet to win it within 5 years?
It's not far-fetched.
It's far-fetched for Ricochet to win it within 5 years, though?
Can I just explain to you my logic? I think you can't press the logic exactly examine to every wrestler because every wrestler has a different story. Everyone has a different reason why I'm saying Ricochet.
But Ricochet's highly decorated by now.
Exactly. Ricochet is highly decorated and he's dependable.
And he's decorated outside of this.
Okay, wait. LA Knight he's won championships outside of this other company.
The world titles? Didn't we look that up? And he didn't win no world titles?
He won I think it was the global championship in was it Impact, and then in NWA. He either competed or he might have won that. I wasn't sure about that one, but he's won like a high-level mid-card champion. He's been a champion before. That's not what I'm talking about. Ricochet, for example, he is very dependable, and he has a long future with WWE. That is why I would say you're not giving him. Not because he's not more established or more athletic or doesn't have better everything than LA Knight. It's just because of how WWE play those cards. They think longevity. They think about maxing somebody out right now. And LA Knight is 40-something already. He has a look and a talk that can carry himself. I'm not going to say he has to talk more than Ricochet has to do in the ring because Ricochet is just that. He didn't have to do the backstage shit. He can do a
Ricochet
whole.
got the mic skills. He's got all of that.
He got all that.
He got all that too.
He got all that too. But that's what I'm saying. But they look at it longevity wise, bro. He's gonna be around longer. They know who's gonna develop the talent in the company.
So you're basically saying LA Knight gonna be a flash in the pan compared to Ricochet?
Yeah. That's okay, bro.
I can deal with that.
You see, I don't got nothing to be. That's nothing wrong.
I can deal with that.
Everybody
but I'm saying that he's definitely gonna win a world title soon, especially if Roman's getting pushed out the door.
Yeah, he'll win it. He'll win it eventually.
Roman is on his way out the door to Hollywood.
People is like, I appreciate you, bro. That's bro.
Ricochet hold it down.
That's also why I'm saying he's gonna get it. I'm not like. Yeah, and his reigns gonna be better.
It's not, but you trying to do him like Kobe. You said some 11 years shit though. Like you trying to get disrespectful to my guy.
I'm playing with him.
Like nah, don't play with my dog, bro.
Serious. I'm just like Ricochet gonna be okay. He ain't complaining. He got his girlfriend there. He's comfortable.
He's vibing, bro, and he's about to win belts again. He's cool.
Exactly. They gonna
He just got done holding some belts.
Exactly. They gonna keep him being a winning contender. He's not gonna be in no slump. Because Kobe did go through a slump period. That's why he had to get in the New Day. That's why. He ain't going to have to do that. Ricochet going to be able to solely survive off his talent himself. But at the same time, I just see it's been other people that's not Kobe. Some people you could hold in higher esteem. It's just the longevity. He has that. WWE knows he's going to be around. He loves this WWE check. He got a girlfriend here. He chilling. He not going nowhere. So what? LA Knight is not old. Is not young. He's older. He's in his early 40s, like 41. It's now or never. That's why I'm pushing now. This is because it's going to never happen. I just want to see what it'd be. It'd be something funny. Ricochet, I already know I'm going to get good defenses. He going to talk his shit. Be like, back it up, bro. I can do it in the ring, too. That's all. It's going to be easy cut.
Bro.
It's going to be cut and dry. So I already know. But I don't know what I'll get with LA Knight. That's what I want to see. Which I don't have no problem telling him he was flashing the pan. What? He don't give a fuck.
Man.
Everybody. Hey, when you hold that,
as long as that's understood in the universe, that's cool with me. Because my guy Ricochet, if y'all don't really know Ricochet like that, y'all just know him for this WWE shit. Y'all need to go look at him in Lucha Underground, and I promise you that will change the complete way you look at him. All right, WWE is misusing him, but at the same time, using him correctly. He's definitely someone that can take down Roman Reigns, but that's not something they want to put out there and let you know for real. But the moveset that he has, the way he can talk on the mic, just go watch him in Lucha Underground and you will understand why I say that. I don't just be on here speaking crazy, talking blasphemous. No, I'm talking facts, bro. I've been talking about Ricochet to him before he even touched the WWE roster. I told you, bro, you need to watch Lucha Underground. They got this nigga on there named Prince Puma, and he going nuts. Like, Rey Mysterio was on there. He beat Rey Mysterio in his prime. And this was when Rey Mysterio was like, yo, this nigga was... Bro, I promise you, Rey Mysterio could not put his arms to his side. Like, every episode, Rey Mysterio on every episode like this. Why? Bro, I swear to God. And Ricochet did him horribly.
Yeah, I remember.
So, like, I'm like, yo, he's not to be played with.
As you can see, he's a big fan of Ricochet.
That's my dog, bro. That's my dog. That's my light-skinned twin. If I was like, you know, from the islands or some shit, and I went bald and had a beard like that, nigga, like, what? Nigga, don't let me get the big chest tattoo, too, nigga. I'll be out there on some other shit. Don't, man. That's my twin.
As you can see, he's an avid fan of Ricochet. Had to do him bogus just because you see him be dissing LA Knight. But guys, I clearly
provided. LA Knight not ready for this shit.
Yes, he is. LA Knight got that season on the microphone. That's why the fans fuck with him.
Bro, okay, then he needs to be the next one to win the United States Championship because no way in hell should he just be getting a push like that.
I think he should. Bro, we're finally agreeing because, you know, I'm willing to take these baby steps for people to see the bigger picture. But the thing is, sometimes the WWE as of late, they've abandoned the old formula of somebody coming through winning in the mid-card title, and then you be like, oh, this person's a real threat. They held this bitch down. Now they be just doing, look at Alberto Del Rio, for example, won no mid-card title, went straight to the World Championship, then started winning mid-card titles after. And that kind of fucks people up because they kind of look at you as you're going in reverse. And really, if he would win this United States Champion first, it would kind of stop him from thinking like LA Knight just doing shit out the blue. Yeah. Now, if we're gonna really be
Because
honest,
he don't ever go and try to beef with champions. He go and beef with little side niggas that ain't never really even been on shit.
and he
like
know he can step on
Woods
them.
and like no, he don't be stepping on Xavier Woods because Xavier Woods stepped on him twice in a row.
Because they capped it out. If this nigga can beat Rey Mysterio, I'm gonna fuck Hooker by crook. He can beat Xavier Woods. I don't know what
Rey Mysterio with the help of Dom.
Did I not say by Hooker by crook? I think the writing team those 2 weeks just inconsistent as fuck because the weeks before that he's doing cool shit, and that's the main problem. Because I remember the heels before they would do cool shit before, and they would the next week you think they're gonna get their just due, and the niggas is winning. Why is he not winning, bro? I don't give a fuck.
You know who I strangely want to see win, bro? This is gonna sound strange, but I want to see Sonya Deville start
winning. That's what I said the other day.
Hey, she low-key nice in the ring, bro. Every time she hits somebody with a high knee, it's for real. Like she ain't just slapping her, bro. Everything is connecting, flush. Like I'm like, man, why isn't she winning, bro? But you know what fucked her up? Mandy Rose going to NXT. Because Mandy was like, I'm not tagging with her. I'm not tagging with her no more. She dragging me down.
She's losing.
Right.
She gotta lose the image.
Right. And that's when Mandy started ascending. So, yeah, hopefully finally she get her just due. I feel like she deserves it. But that's why they need to make that new belt for the women, bro. So that way I can see her being an Intercontinental Champion or a United States Champion. Like, easy off the rip. European Champion. Like, I can see her like really on bullshit. Like somebody come get this belt for me, cause I'm gonna do you bad for it. She willing to cheat. She willing, bro. She willing to go get grimy for real. You know?
Oh yeah, man, definitely. I don't know these belts, but I will tell you this. Don't you feel like a crazy?
Chelsea too. I want to see Chelsea get her just do eventually.
They're entertaining.
Nice.
Okay, can you?
She's nice at wrestling.
She's nice at wrestling, but. Because she's Zack Ryder's wife. She got to be nice.
She's better than Zack Ryder at wrestling, though, bro. I don't know.
The last time you see Matt Cardona wrestle. Because he won't even come back to WWE unless they let him just be Matt Cardona. He will not do that shit.
I don't know, bro.
That woo-woo shit ain't hit like Chelsea's, bro. He don't want to ever do that shit again. That where you get the from? This nigga
that was that Jersey Shore
nigga. Bro, Long Island IZ. That nigga was the king of the internet before any nigga. He's smart as fuck.
Oh my
he
god.
Was, low key though, but he been killing the independent wrestling scene. He collecting championship like on some Kenny Omega ship every independent circuit he worked. But that's why he won't come back because now he's
has he won world titles since he's been gone? He has. That's good for him, bro. I don't keep up with Matt, I'm sorry, Matt. But Zack Ryder from WWE. Yeah, no, Chelsea's way better than him.
Yeah.
She's way better than him. But she got a cooler moveset. I could actually get behind her.
I just feel like it's time. I feel like it's time for her to start winning as well because the Karen thing would be actually kind of funny if she win and still keep complaining.
Yeah.
And then I feel like a lot of I was gonna say, don't you feel like ever since this new belt's been introduced, a different era in the WWE kind of in a sense. The only thing the same is Roman state, but you still kind of feel. Everything's different because even his shit is kind of different because the bloodline's crumbling in a sense. But I'm talking about that Seth belt, not his new belt. I feel like Seth's belts introduced a whole new energy. Even seeing Damian Priest in that main event match, I was like, okay, that's why they sacrificed you and you did that shit for Bad Bunny because you knew you're a future world heavyweight champion too. They're gonna wait like 2 years when that blows over and no one remembers about that shit. The belt got a little bit of lineage. They'll remember you put your. Oh, yeah, throw it on him.
But he's going to have a whole different persona, bro. He can't be out here rocking bustiers and shit.
He had this.
Like, they already going far-fetched with Seth, but, like, Damian Priest, that's really far-fetched. Like, that's why they let him be the first one to contend for it, though, too. Like, okay, you're going to be the first one we can burn off. And you're a workhorse. So, workhorse versus workhorse. All right, yeah.
Good match.
Yeah, he's a little zesty to you, so he can burn you off and... You know, you're going to have to recreate yourself because you can't be sliding like that and think you're about to hold this.
Bro.
You think you're about to hold this with that? No. I'm sorry. And that's going to wrap up our show. We appreciate everybody out there for watching and tuning in. Let us know what you think about the new belts and who should also be the number one contender for Roman's belt and Seth's belt because now he needs a new number one contender. But it looks like it's going to be Finn. But, you know, we still want some other options out there because there's other people in that locker room that deserve it.
Baron Corbin.
This nigga crazy. That's why Baron Corbin in NXT, like I said he would. Hey, for all y'all that been watching this show, you know I've been preaching that shit. So yeah, your boy Ali over there and Corbin. So here we go. But
you know who'll never be on there?
Who?
Dom.
Well, you know who might go on there? LA Knight. So
LA Knight has been there, done that. $1 million champ on the biggest better things. Money in the Bank 2023.
Look, was he ever NXT champion? No, exactly. That's why he can go back.
Didn't need it.
That's exactly why he can go back. You held a belt there before. Why not?
Has he beat a Hall of Famer? How many people can they say they beat a Hall of Famer currently on the WWE roster?
Shit, a few people. Dom can. You know I can't think of shit off the top of the ring.
Well, as long as Reginald, you know,
you lucky I gotta go, nigga. I ain't got time for all that, nigga.
He ain't do it. So Dom ain't going, LA Knight ain't going. You know what? I support you guys. Flourish. Because you guys, your characters can't take backtracks, okay? You guys aren't established in the ring enough. Your entertainment level is high. That is what's putting the asses in seats to boo you or to cheer you, whether it be. So until we gotta ride till the wheels fall off. Niggas either gonna figure out the main roster or they not. Because I don't see that nigga Don going back. He'll never bounce back from that shit. Because this nigga's getting too much levels of heat.
Yeah, so we gonna see about that, man. I don't know. I need both of their asses to go back to NXT. But yeah, y'all, we appreciate y'all for watching the show. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, man.
Share this shit with the world, y'all.
And make sure you turn on the damn post notifications so you know every time we drop a track, man. And make sure you guys also go check out the shop at pcfshop.myshopify.com. We got something for everybody on there, I guarantee you. Peace.